So I have two jobs. For most of this year, I only had one. It's a desk job, a customer service job, and I still do that job just part-time, and it's fine. It will do what I need it to for me in life. I am looking for better options besides that one to even phase out that, but I do have a second job now as a caregiver, which is something that I've done in some capacity for the past 4+ years. I was only seeing one client this past year, just giving him a shower each week. So technically I was still a caregiver even though I was hardly doing it at all. Until recently, and now I'm doing that part-time, and the very first day meeting a new client that I haven't worked with before, like I did today, is always just so scary. You just don't know what people are going to be like when you meet them. And obviously, when you're going into somebody's home for the first time to meet them, and then within an hour you're helping them shower or use the bathroom, or even just something as simple as organizing their room the way that they like it, you just have to do it with so much delicacy and sensitivity. Just being very, very easy on them with this probably difficult process. I mean, even if they've been doing it for a long time, having people come in their home to help them, it's still probably nerve-wracking for them to have a new person in their home and now feeling like, they have to entertain somebody or just not trusting them totally, which is very understandable. Not trusting somebody in your private, personal space. It's just very, very difficult all around for everybody still. You do start to realize after a handful of times doing it, though, that most people are generally pretty reasonable, even in a situation where it would be understandable if they were not. Some people are not. I mean, especially working in senior caregiving, dementia is... It almost just seems like an inevitability sometimes with the number of people that I see. Almost all of them have some level at which their brain is probably not performing at the optimum level that it was when they were younger. It is just a part of aging to some degree. So people can be very unreasonable with you sometimes. People can be very aggressive. And so there is some legitimacy in the fear that things are not going to go well when I go into somebody's home. What I always just try to remind myself is that, I can take it. I can take it. And it's not like I can take it with the sense of I can beat somebody up. I mean, especially not in the job, but whether somebody's being mean to me in this position or out in the world, in my general day-to-day, I know that I can take what people say, and I know that I can stand my ground to an appropriate degree, but that I won't push it too far. I can defend myself, and I also know when it's time to just let things go and to just move on. I don't think that can be said for everybody, and I do think that is one of my biggest strengths in this world, is my sensitivity and my reservedness to some degree. I've had to really teach myself how to be assertive with people, and it's still a big work in progress. I just the other day had to call somebody out for something that they fully deserved to be called out about, but it was still very, very hard for me. But I think that is my biggest strength, is just my sensitivity. And it can feel like it is my biggest weakness. I mean, in some ways, everything that is your biggest strength is going to be your biggest weakness. Every aspect of your character is going to work against you in some ways, even if it does work for you in some ways. And I can only say that I am the sensitivity level that I am because of my upbringing, because of some unfortunate circumstances, experiences, ongoing feelings that were inside me that have in many ways made my life hard, made it harder for me to really assert myself and say what I truly believe in a circumstance. And while I have had to work on that, it's also that same part of me that I could perceive as weak that also makes me kind and approachable and good at a job like this in a way that a lot of people would not be. There are a lot of people who would be good at this job, and it isn't for everybody. Not everybody could do it. And I just feel very proud of myself on some days. And this client that I had today was very, very, very sweet. And it was a great experience overall. And it really is a wonderful job. It really is a great opportunity I get every day to both learn more about people and learn more about myself and just become stronger and stronger through some really unconventional means.